Good morning everyone and welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Alex and I am outside a drizzly, rainy Old Trafford the day after Manchester United beat Istanbul Besiktas to go further clear at the top of our Champions League group. They won 4-1. A very, very, very good performance by Manchester United last night, and I'm here this morning. I'm going to bring you a bit more reaction from that game, a few quotes from Ole and Solskjaer, through from Bruno Fernandes, and also little bits of transfer news. It's nearly December, which means obviously January transfer window stuff will be coming around. I'm here to sift through what could be a little bit of rubbish that had been put out, what a shock, into the papers over the last couple of days. So last night Ole and Solskjaer spoke to the media and was in a pretty good mood after seeing a fantastic performance from Manchester United last night, saying that we intended to play the right way. You could see that intent from the first minute, and United played some really good stuff. It was full of praise for everyone, including Cavani, Bruno Fernandes. On Bruno Fernandes, he was asked, was he surprised by the contribution that Bruno gave last night? And is he surprised with the contribution that Bruno's been given over the past few weeks? And he said, not really, no. We see him every day in training. We know what we were going to get. He likes to take risks, wants the team to win and do well. Today, he showed he can do more than just take penalties. I mean, we knew that already. I mean, there was only the opposition fans who were jealous of how good he was, who were saying he was penalties. Obviously, there was the little bit of news last night that Bruno Fernandes gave his penalty away to Marcus Rashford. But as Bruno said after the game, Bruno said that this was all planned. After the game against West Brom, he turned to Marcus Rashford and he said, do you know what, the next one you're going to have. And he also mentioned that, Marcus Rashford has been one of the top goal scorers in Europe, but he wanted to keep that going. And to be honest, Bruno Fernandes said, I'm not that bothered. When we score as a team, I score as a team. We want the team to win. That's the most important thing, which is fantastic stuff from Bruno Fernandes. The way he spoke after the game, the way he played in the game. He's the leader that everyone wants to see at Manchester United. There's people calling for him to be captain. I don't quite think he's that way, but he is showing captain-like performances, dragging this team through, putting fantastic performances. And we spoke last night in the game, during the watch-along and after the game, is Bruno Fernandes the best midfielder in the world? There is definitely an argument for that right now. He's definitely something that, the goal contributions he's doing, I think it's something like 21 goals for Manchester United already in 35 games. And also, I think it's something like 15 assists. More than one goal contribution per appearance for Manchester United for Bruno Fernandes. He's been fantastic. People thought, can he do it in the Premier League? He was doing it in Portugal, but he has been. Bruno Fernandes, potentially one of the best midfielders in the world. So where do we stand in the Champions League now? 9 points for Manchester United, 6 points for PSG, 6 points for RB Leipzig, and 3 points for Istanbul Besiktas. Ole spoke after the game, we're in a good position, but we've still got work to do. The group is still open, he said, which it's not really. There's only 3 teams that are really going to go through. Manchester United need 1 more point to guarantee their place in the knockout stages of the Champions League, and only 2 points to top the group. So if we beat Paris here, this time Wednesday next week at Old Trafford, then Manchester United will have topped their group. And the only frustrating thing about all that, the really frustrating thing about that, is if we'd have done the work in Istanbul, if we'd have got 3 points there, it'd been all over. We'd have won the group. We could have rested players in the last 2 games, but Manchester United still need 1 point in their last 2 games and need 2 points to top that group, which is all important. You've seen United don't want to be drawn against one of the top teams in Europe. You want to get the people that have finished second. And you've seen so far the possible teams we could get. Winning the group might be important in how we progress. After the game as well, Ole also gave a little bit of an update on 2 players that might have picked up a few injuries in that game. He spoke about Victor Lindelof and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and he says he hopes that they will be fit to play Southampton this weekend. Now, Lindelof's injury, that seems like a bit more of a long-term thing. He was struggling in Sweden's game. He played 90 minutes at the weekend against West Brom and then came off at half-time last night. So that's the real worry for Manchester United, that is maybe something that he's picked up a bit long-term, maybe aggravated last night, but hopefully it was just a precaution and he'll be fit for the weekend, because I think Victor Lindelof has been one of our better defenders in the last few weeks, and definitely at the start of this season. Also, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he came off after 60 minutes. Everyone kind of thought, you know what, maybe just rotation, but he went straight down the tunnel. Ole is hoping that he will be fit for the weekend. So, I said we had some transfer news, and we do have a little bit of transfer news. Yesterday, Gabby Egbonlahor. Why he's speaking about him, I don't know, but he was speaking about how Everton should be putting a bid in for Daniel James. Now, Dan James came on last night. He's had a lot of stick since signing for Manchester United. He came on last night, got his first goal in the Champions League, which is unbelievable. I think, for a lad that signed for, 12 million quid last summer, wasn't expected to do much really. He was meant to be a rotation player, played a lot of games last year. He showed what he's been brought into the squad to do. Come on after 90, towards the end of a game, stretch a defence, and look, Raphael kind of looked at him last night and went, I'm not chasing you. There's no chance he was catching him once he broke through last night and he got his goal. So, yeah, Gabby Agbonlahor has been speaking, saying that Everton should be interested in him. He thinks that if he can sign him on loan, they can play a better system. They'll be better going forward. They'll be better defensively. But do you know what? Like the thing with Romero in the summer, we can't be strengthening our so-called rivals. Everton, who've made a really strong start to the season, we can't be strengthening them midway through the season. I don't want to see Dan James leave for Everton. I don't think there's much point in us loaning him out. I don't think he's that desperate for game time. Leave at Manchester United. Let him develop there. Let him keep training with the first team. Leave Dan James at Manchester United. So the final bit of news for you today is I have a bit of news in Spanish papers in La Razón about Nigerian winger playing for Villarreal, Samuel Chukwueze. This report says that Manchester United are interested to sign the winger from Villarreal. This one, like I mentioned at the start of the video, it's coming up to January transfer season, and every single player linked with a position that Manchester United so-called needs to strengthen in. So I reckon centre-halves, centre midfielders, forwards, they're going to get linked to Manchester United. Now, this report is in a Madrid paper, La Razón, and they say that Real Madrid are likely to sign the winger. They're looking at him, and that Manchester United, Liverpool, and a few other Premier League clubs are interested. And like I said, it's starting to be transfer window. It's looking like that, and this is one of them. Any player that's linked in those positions, centre half, centre midfielder, forward, these papers are going to start throwing Manchester United into the midst. They're going to say, oh yeah, of course Man United are interested. He's a Jadon Sancho alternative, was written in this article. I don't think it's true. Now, we may go on to sign this player, I don't know, but I think that a lot of these players that Manchester United are going to get linked with in the next few weeks, in the next couple of months, are just because they want Manchester United into the article. They don't care whether he's actually got linked, whether he's even any good. What they're going to do is they're going to put Manchester United in there, and then they're going to run stories when he does go to somewhere else, when he was always going to go there, is Manchester United miss out on player. It's not the case. It's not what Manchester United aren't in for all these players. Now, yes, Manchester United need more forwards maybe to come in. We didn't get Jadon Sancho. That was widely reported. I've talked about that. Everyone's talked about Jadon Sancho. We didn't get him in the summer. We did bring in Edison Cavani, who, by the looks of things, might be a better signing than what we all thought. I thought he was really good last night. I think his energy in the few games he's played has been really good. He may be a better signing, but I do think with Ighalo leaving in January that Manchester United are going to be looking for another forward. Now, whether that is Palestri and Amad Diallo Traore comes in, I don't know whether they're going to be the ones that are going to add strength to that forward line, but Manchester United will be linked with forwards all the way through. This one, Samuel Chukwueze from Villarreal, I'm not too sure about that one. I think it's just putting Manchester United in the article. I don't think he'll be a Manchester United player. So that is all I have for you this morning, this Wednesday gloomy morning at Old Trafford. Make sure you like this video. Make sure, if you've not already, go and check out the more reviews, the fan cams, and the 7 reasons why Manchester United beat Istanbul Beşiktaş last night. They're all linked below. Make sure you're checking that out. And also, this afternoon, we have an unbelievable guest on the Tier 1 podcast joining Jay Mott and Ronaldo Brown. So make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when that goes live. Also, as was mentioned in the watch along last night, make sure you're checking out our membership. We have some big stuff coming up in the next month or so. So make sure you want to be a member of Stretford Paddock. So make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. I've been Alex, and I'll see you next time.
Head over to stretfordpaddock.bigcartel.com and check out the Paddock merch. And for a short time, you can get 20% off orders with 2 items or more using the code Paddock20. Go get on it.